Hey guys, how's it been? Been a while since I made a video. I recently started school. Brothers War was a very boring set to me. So I just didn't feel like making videos, and I just figured I'd wait to see what the next set was. And the set just came out today, and I'm gonna still butcher names like I've always have. That's not gonna change. I'm still gonna talk like I do, which doesn't make sense to a lot of people, I'm sure. But it's comfortable to me. But we're gonna be playing Karumonix, whatever. Let me hold on. Let me get a second try on this. Karumonix, the Rat King. I'm just gonna call him the Rat King. A legendary phyrexian rat with Toxic 1 gives our other rats Toxic 1, and whenever it enters the battlefield, we can look at the top 5 cards of our library, reveal any number of rat cards from that pile, and put those cards into our hand, and then shuffle our library. So I'm not going to go too heavy on the deck list. It's going to be posted in the link below if you want to try it yourself, edit it, do whatever you want with it. This is definitely probably not the best, most optimal version of this, I'm sure. And we'll probably get blown out by other opponents. I'm sure we're going to come across a Rusco player for some reason. But otherwise, it's your standard rat deck. We're running about 18 rat colonies. Everything else, creature-wise, is a rat for the most part, except for a couple. Nightmare Shepherd can kind of recycle our rats and put them back on the field for another go. I am running some of the newer cards that came out today. We have Garaz, Unstoppable Juggernaut, that makes our Juggernauts have to attack each combat. Juggernauts we control can't be blocked by walls, not that that really ever matters. Other creatures we control have base toughness 5/3 and are Juggernauts in addition to their other creature types. So my idea with this is that if we ever have this on the field and we have a ton of rats, that's going to buff our rats, I think, right? And it's going to make them have to attack, of course, but that's the game plan anyways. We also have the new Vraska. Draw a card, lose 1 life, proliferate. That can help get our poison counters taken without having to attack and sacrifice our rats. We can also turn something into a treasure token, basically, and neuter its abilities. And if we ever get to -9, we can basically put 9 poison counters on a opponent. We also have Swift Foot Boots to protect our commander. Our commander, the Rat King, is probably better than Maronar. Just mainly because once it hits the field, we draw, or no, we don't draw, but we can potentially draw into 5 rat creatures to put into our hand, and that feels like a lot better value than making them all have fear. So we're going to see how this plays out and get into a handful of matches. Alright, looks like our first match is going to be up against Slivers. See how this plays out. I think this is a keepable hand. So I say we get a 3rd land. Black Market Connection will really help, and a 4th land will definitely play Nightmare Shepherd. To talk a little bit more about what I've been doing lately, and like if you listen in the deck tech, I started drawing again. Haven't drawn since I was a kid, and I picked it back up because it's related in part to what I'm going to school for. And it's been going pretty well. Definitely didn't. I mean, a lot of my drawings I started off with kind of look like shit, but I've been putting a lot of time and effort into it the last 2 or 3 months, and a lot of it's turning out pretty well. You might have seen that I made MTG Gnome's avatar. I've made some tokens, custom tokens for MTG Josh. And I have a couple other projects from MTG Josh's Discord community that I also been working on. Just little side things, more tokens, avatars, things like that. But I have a Fiverr link for anyone interested. That will be in the description if you are also looking for avatars, YouTube thumbnails. I mean, really anything. My artwork's not the craziest or anything cool. I mean, I think it's cool, but it's not gonna blow anyone out the water, but it's pretty affordable. It's like it starts at $10, and I definitely enjoy doing it. If anything, alright, we're just gonna try to get as much damage in as we can. We'll probably go for our commander next. And we're probably going to slam all modes for black market. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to beat how much value they can generate. I feel like they don't update the matchmaking when they release a new set, or even try to like guess what the new commanders and whatnot are going to be. And I felt like they haven't updated the matchmaking in a long time, regardless, because I'm sure you've seen on other channels, Rusko is dominating a lot of historic Brawl videos just because of the incredible value that that card can generate. My rule is that I'm honestly just not interested in playing Rusko or against it, so you're probably likely not to see me even play against it at all. I'm just not interested in doing that. I just don't find that commander fun to play against. Ooh, now what do we do? Because they're going to play their commander next turn. Let's just do no attacks. We can get Nightmare Shepherd out. Maybe do something with that. I want to get Nightmare Shepherd out just because if our rat colonies die, at least we can get them back. Because they're probably just going to chomp block with their changeling tokens. Yeah. Be great if we could give our rats flying. I don't know if there's a card that does that. And it looks like they have a second card to play. Just an outcast. Get a Mox Ember, which is great, because if they have a 2-drop, they can still play. Alright. We're just going to have to hit it all, because we're probably going to die in the next turn or two anyways. Let's see. We tap Nixo. Let's see, how do we do this? And then we should be able to tap for 2, right? We'll play out Bastion. Just create another blocker. Use a treasure to play for Nixos. Play out Nightmare Shepherd. And we'll play out another rat colony. And we'll swing in. I'm sure they just chump. Alright, we got some triggers, get a little bit of life back at least. We will exile. They have plenty of mana to do really anything they want. So I think for this deck, some this is probably obvious for anyone that plays rats and before, but maybe be a good idea to have a couple cards that give your creatures flying or some kind of way that they don't get blocked. Because right now they can just keep chump blocking, especially because they just get free slivers like this. I mean, this is ridiculous. I don't know if our commander is on the level of the first sliver, but I feel that's like what I said earlier. I don't think they update the matchmaking at all anymore. So I feel like risk would have already been like fixed by now. So they all have first strike and some other stuff. We might be able to chump block depending on what they do. We can get them down to 4 life. We can just swing in with a Nightmare Shepherd. I don't think they realized that. I'm not sure if they have lethal. They don't have trample. They do have menace though. So double block, and double block. Alright. With Bastion, we should have the win. Hopefully they don't have a way to remove Nightmare Shepherd. They all have first strike, so it doesn't really even matter. Actually, they might just be dead in general just because of all the creatures that die here. Put our commander back. Grab some rats. Yeah. And with the first strike, even if they we chump block, we still can win. Because their first strike damage is going to come in first, which means that we get a Bastion trigger. But looks like our opponent's going to rope. Alright. We made it through. I would say that's based on luck, but I'm not going to complain. Alright, looks like we're going up against Thrune, a annoying ass card that is hard to get rid of. I'm going up against Toaster from the Discord. Always fun to play against people you know. Feels a lot more casual. Especially when it seems like our commander is going to be going up against 5 color crap. That's, it's not fun. But whatever. This ought to be good. So we can hit on with a Inquisition to see what is in his hands. Maybe get rid of some protection. I do want to make a Thrune deck too, and it gives Thrune. I'm gonna pronounce all these names wrong, but my idea is I want to do like Voltron Thrune and Voltron Gissa, however you say your name. So we don't have artifacts. I'm not really worried about that. Swiftfoot boots on his commander would probably be incredible. I do not want to deal with that either. Alright. Fortunately, it doesn't look like we have any rats to play. But next to our commander can potentially fix that problem. And we get our second commander. So here comes the rat. We get 2 rat colonies, which is great. So we can play those 2 tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but fucking next turn. This probably be a shorter video, like my other ones. I'm just trying to keep my schoolwork in mind, and I do have quite a bit that's due on Friday. So I'm just want to make sure that I'm keeping that in line. I might be able to make longer videos after a couple weeks, because one of my classes will be over by then. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to take up another one, because there might not be any classes available at the time. But we'll see how that comes. Otherwise, and I also like to spend at least a couple hours a day just practicing drawing or whatever. Been mainly drawing, practicing on Pokemon, and that's been pretty fun. Wasn't doing anything too cool. Oh shit, forgot that their thing's an artifact. But actually, you know what? Maybe that works for us, because we're running out of stuff in our hand, and now we can play our commander again. And I love these arts too. I went ahead and bought like all the ones I could. All right. So let's play our commander again. Get a rat colony. Let's see. You know, I got an idea. Well, we're not going to attack with Morrow, just because it just get blown out. Right, so we're just going to sacrifice that rat to make some more rats. I am wondering how, if Toxic's going to be adjusted at all. Maybe just on Arena. Because I've seen a standard play. Rot Priest is a very oppressive card. I'd be very surprised if nothing ever happens to it. It probably won't be like Omnath, where they ban it within like a week or two. But it could. You never know. We're not gonna block. We got enough HP to take a hit. And we will put a ghost counter. We'll play out a Bastion. Another good thing about playing friends, they don't concede. No more rats on top of our deck. And we mix some more. Now we have a 15. Good game. Alright, doing some rat versus rat. See how this goes. See what their hand's like. Make sure they ain't getting their rats. Let's see. Yes, we should play Black Belly after they at least have a poison counter or something. So I kind of have to wonder if it's worth attacking, because you know it's just gonna be like a slamming into each other like this. Though we have a Haunting Voyage that we can eventually bring back. So let's actually just play 2 rats here. Looks like they didn't draw into another rat colony or anything they can play right now. I see some people do run Bola Citadel in their rat deck. I just kind of feel like it's too expensive. Yeah. You know, we're just doing what rat decks do. Alright, just keep hitting them. Kind of have to wonder, like, does the toxic even matter in a rat deck now? Because it seems like you're more likely to kill them through combat damage. Alright guys, looks like we won. Just got a notification from Toaster that his whole computer crashed. It's been a few minutes and the timer hasn't even started for him, so I'm assuming it's not going to. But I would say we had the win unless he had a board wipe or something in his hand. And if he did, in all honesty, I don't think we would have been able to make a comeback too quickly, at least. But then again, our commander also lets us get ret cards into our hand, so maybe it wouldn't have been that bad either. This is a pretty fun deck. Check out my Fiverr. You know, I'll leave a link, like I said, in the description if you want to check it out. I said I'm still working, I'm a beginner, so my prices are between $10 and $15. But if you're looking for something unique, I guess, then you want to check it out, just head on over. But yeah, I'm gonna close out here. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you're looking for more Story Brawl content, check out one of the videos listed here. Thanks for watching.